who am I even fighting for anymore? Like, who am I fighting for? I did all this to bring these guys more money and more leverage and to protect them and all this and just to preserve and enrich the brand as much as we can. And then they're over here signing penny deals. Morals don't matter in business.
Yeah.
And it's not even like a thing to make it matter. Like, people don't care. Like, nah, it's business. It's business. How am I willing to give up more than all of y'all with less? It just makes no sense to me. It's like, that should have meant more, that someone that had way more is giving up his shit and risking his shit for y'all that have less. That's the point. Today I wanted to address a few things because I went on a podcast with Bradley Martin a couple weeks ago, just talking about the history of FaZe. I was breaking things down. Like, I even went on Atosi's. I was more detailed than I talked about like our old CEO. I don't even think I brought him up on Bradley Martin's podcast. It's crazy because like I can't believe I never actually spoke on that. I was always told not to because of lawyers. It actually is crazy when people that I've talked to behind the scenes like heard the full story. It's crazy. Like, and I'm talking way back in the day. And like at that point, every single one of us was a victim. Like, we really got played by this guy. You know, all of those feelings and all that knowledge of what's been happening has been like sitting inside me for so long. And I hope in some ways hearing all this and knowing all this happened kind of makes you guys understand why I ended up the way I ended up a few years ago. Like, this shit really just killed me. Like, I care more about FaZe than anything. I just want to address a few things about that. You know, why I spoke on Adapt, because in Atosi's I did like talk about it, you know, who really runs FaZe, where things are going to go from here on out, etc., etc. I want to talk about all these things. But I do want to say I made this video before Tico made his response, and I made my response to him, so it's been sitting for a while. So since that video went up, obviously a lot has changed because Tico then confirmed everything I've been saying in the last video. A lot of people didn't believe me because they thought I was, you know, on drugs or whatnot, which is so stupid, but I understand. I really do. Maybe people thought I was reaching for something, and I'm glad that Tico finally came out and said his piece, and now people understand, like, I wasn't lying about what I was saying. I wasn't making anything up. I wasn't fabricating anything. But even before Tico made his video, like, we all started coming together and we started figuring out what we need to do to take FaZe back to where it needs to be. Just putting FaZe people back in control, creatively deciding things. Like, everything you guys see from FaZe should come from us. We know the brand. We know our fans. We know what's best for FaZe. And nobody, especially Tico, Rug, Alex, any of the OGs should ever feel like they don't have any type of involvement with FaZe and what happens with it. That's just like why everyone feels the way they do. I'm telling you, like, of course, some of it comes down to like money and like shares and whatnot, but that's not even the full reason why people are upset. It's more the involvement and wanting to feel like they're a part of what happens with FaZe. So Tico, I am so proud of you for coming out and talking. I fucking love you, bro. I love everybody in FaZe, obviously. I just can't wait till we all come together and truly fix FaZe. All these things. So first of all, just why I even went on the podcast. I went on there because I like I said, it was killing me inside, and I just had to speak my piece. I had to let the world know because I just hated living a lie every single day, and people always hitting me up about FaZe, like, you know, it's me, Banks, Apex, and Thomas in a room making decisions. Like, it's not how things work. Obviously, a lot of people get that, but there's still the masses, the people that they like market to, they don't get it at all. They think it's all for us and everything, so I just needed to explain that. Obviously, to me, Tommy, Banks, and Apex, like, we love the brand more than anything. We are gonna live and die by this brand. Like, we care so much about it. It means everything to us. I could never see a world where any of us move on to a different team. So in a weird way, I know it kind of seemed like I was going on to damage FaZe or do, you know, bad things to the company or whatnot. And honestly, I don't care really about the company structure. I care about the brand. And I've made that very clear several times. I care about the brand, the community, the fans, what we do a billion times more than, you know, corporate structure and people that are trying to make money. I don't care. I'm sorry. I just don't. I couldn't. How could you expect me? I went on there because I needed people to know that it wasn't us running FaZe. But that's finally, hopefully, been understood by most people, that it's not necessarily us that's been putting all these things out. It's someone trying to think, what would they think, and put it out. You know what I mean? It's not us doing it. It's people thinking what we would do. So that's why everything comes off like kind of FaZe, but not really. It has to be a group, man. It has to have like a group effort, all pushing for the same thing, being a part of these decisions and make sure that what's coming out is from these people, what they would do, how they would want it, because they know their fans the best, right? I do want to say this too, and it's completely random, but a whole separate part of this podcast started popping off because Adderall and Coke, and people were talking about me doing that, and they were saying like, you know, oh, he's for sure on that. And I just want to say, I've actually never tried Coke in my life. I know you might be surprised by that since I live in LA and stuff. I know you guys might think that I'm on something because I speak really fast sometimes, but it's just the way my mind works. I've always been like that. Do you guys not remember who I am? What's going on, guys? We're in Shark Face, coming at the brand top 5 plays of the week. Power Myself Gaming once again. Come on, I can still do it, bro. I've always been talking fast. I had 10 seconds to do that intro. So it was months ago that I uploaded that podcast, but has my feelings changed on it? No, I genuinely still believe everything I said. Obviously, I never wanted to take it. I mean, actually, I do want to take it public. I always do, because I'm a guy that's about transparency. And I even believe, like, when we do fix things, we still need to be transparent. Transparency is key. People need a brand that they can believe in. They need people that they can believe in and trust and know that they're telling them what's actually happening, not the fabricated PR answer that every brand and every company do, bro. It's lame. Like, people love to see that at least they're telling the truth. I know some people don't because they're so afraid of backlash, but like, damn, like, I'd rather just own up on, like, I'd rather have the backlash and like get it off my chest and be honest with people than like hide that forever and be afraid of something coming out. Like, just stand on everything we do. We all human. We gotta normalize that we're human and problems happen and things happen, but it's okay because we're all here to learn, you know. And what's gonna happen from here on out is FaZe gonna be saved, is FaZe gonna change, are these people gonna finally understand what's going on? I hope so, bro. Things hopefully will be changed. I don't know why I'm brushing my beard, bro, but it just hasn't been the brand that, you know, I built and love. Dude just came up to me at Chipotle and was like thanking me for talking about all this stuff, and he was just like, bro, I love the old FaZe, I hate everything it turned to. And it's like, I'm not even here to like hurt FaZe or talk badly on FaZe, because the brand itself, remember, I love it to death. The community, I love it to death. The logo, love it. I'm gonna say this now, hopefully this kickstarts it and makes you make your own video. Tommy designed the FaZe logo. I don't care what anybody says. Fearox made the JPEG. Tommy designed that shit. Tommy designed it. So I'm so sick of hearing this Fearox stuff. Like, bro just made the JPEG. He designed it. Bro drew it. He's literally him. Whatever. Tommy, make a video on it. Tell the truth. I know you're too cool of a guy. You don't want to speak on things. Tell the fucking truth. Founders are all locked in. Me, Tommy Banks, and Apex, and we want to do what's best for FaZe moving forward. So we're finally locked in. I hope the best things do come out of this, and I hope we can one day, you know, take FaZe back to where it's supposed to be. Because I just want FaZe to be the biggest thing in gaming. I really do, but in a positive way. I don't want it to be on no corporate weird way. Be a brand that you can like actually see and trust and respect and believe in. You know what I mean? And inspire you to be like them. Like right now, there's nothing but FaZe that screams. That's inspiring me. That makes me want to live that life. You're holding on to an old ideology of what FaZe is, not what it is today, and that's like what's sad. But again, I don't want to speak poorly on it. I love FaZe to death, always will. FaZe like till I die, real shit. Oh my god, like I'm so glad I don't have to be hesitant over swearing. I love the new YouTube CEO, bro. Now you can swear, just you can't spam it, but you can swear. That's amazing. I love you, YouTube. So things are looking good, you know. So we gotta be positive, gotta be optimistic. You gotta stay disciplined. You gotta work every day. You gotta stay up to date on all this stuff, and you know, hopefully things work out. That's all I'm banking on right now. And if it doesn't, it is what it is. You know, we tried our best, and as long as we tried, I'm happy. You know what I mean? I'm on no like I told you so vibe with them. I don't care. I just want things to be okay at FaZe, man. That's all I care about. But yeah.
So let's talk about Adapt. Firstly, I want to say what I said about him in the video obviously was filmed a month after everything happened with him. This was all filmed in January. It's been a couple months since. I haven't talked to him, you know, since everything happened. But everyone at FaZe has been trying really hard to get me and him to talk again, because I understand the importance of our relationship for FaZe and for the greater good of everything. So everything you heard me say about him was months ago. I haven't said anything about him recently except for, you know, in the Tico video, that slight comment at the end. But obviously I was trolling, but I still do feel some type of way. Obviously I am willing to squash it for the greater good of everything, but I just want him to understand why things happened the way they were. I know I definitely said some things, by the way. I'm not going to act like I'm fully innocent. I definitely like blew his phone up talking crazy. I was on some Black Air Force energy, but I was mad, and I felt like I was rightfully so to be mad. But I just want to say this to you right now, bro. I apologize for the things I said that were like hateful and this angry and stuff like that. But I, you know, was going through a lot at the time. I felt like everyone was against me, and that's why I was hurt about everything, because I felt like, especially you, bro, you should have understood why I was doing what I was doing, and I was doing it for everyone and not myself. I was super vocal with you and clear about my intentions with everything. I hate that shit had to turn into what it turned into, and I don't think that it's too late to fix things. I don't think that it's too late for us to both understand each other and see where we're both coming from, and, you know, be adults about it. We're both grown, bro. We're not 14, 15 anymore, and I know you know that. So obviously I'm always willing to do what's better for everybody else. I just want to be heard, and I want to be understood as well. That's it, bro. I apologize once again for all the crazy things I said. You know, I'm just kind of crazy sometimes.
But yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like if you guys did enjoy. I'll see you guys in the next videos. We want to chat with FaZe Rain. Keep it real. I love you guys so much. Peace out, everybody.